The starving artist trope does not need to be your story. There's only so much art your family and friends can purchase. Waiting for someone to discover your talent and lift you up into stardom while all you lift is your paintbrush just isn't realistic. Making art for so many artists is more than a hobby. It is your calling. But that alone doesn't put a roof over your head. So where do you go from there? Hi, I'm Lauren Marie Nitka, and I'm launching this podcast around the business of creatives in hopes that it helps you in your journey. Whether you're an artist, maker, or creative entrepreneur, I believe that you will find something here that you can apply to your life. Before you do anything else, I advise you do this one thing within yourself first. Shift your mindset from being a starving artist to being an entrepreneur. Your work is valuable, and there is a market for it. But you need to be the one to go after that market. For years, I kept saying, oh, someday I'll be a popular artist and have a variety of clients and art sales. Meanwhile, I was commissioned for a piece here or there, making a handful of paintings and drawings on my own, and I just expected life to happen for me. But I got tired of saying someday and not seeing the results. Rather than telling myself someday, I realized today is the day. I had to shift my mindset. And when I did, suddenly I had this fire in me, and I worked a little each day to get closer to building the life I wanted. If art is your calling, but you're just not sure how to turn it into a career, I'd like to share with you some of the things I've learned along the way. You will need to love being a business owner. You will need to love learning. In the last couple of years, I've changed my focus from solely learning art techniques to learning marketing strategies, basic business finances, and general small business management. I began with listening to art marketing podcasts. Those art marketing podcasts were helpful in the beginning, but they still seem to focus more on the art making or the motivation for the day-to-day. I then switched to listening to various freelance and entrepreneurial podcasts. Freelancers and entrepreneurs come from all different backgrounds and passions, and they know how to directly reach people without going through a middleman. I found their tips to be more helpful beyond just motivational words. They provided me with insight on web design, Google business profiles, social media management, income streams, and so much more. I began to schedule meetings with other small business owners and marketing strategists. I've been reaching outside of the art world to bring in what I felt was missing from my knowledge because I realized I just don't know what I don't know. I know art making, but do I know business building? It's been a lot of trial and error. I've been discouraged at times, and I've been ecstatic over my progress at other times. But if I were to imagine my progress graphed out, I would in general say that I am moving forward and upward. We live in an unprecedented time where you can directly market to your audience. You can show the world what you made, and you can find those that will support you. But that's just it. You need to go find them. I'm starting this mini podcast series not because I have all the answers, but because I want to share what I've learned so far. I'm sending a freebie checklist to help you set up and jumpstart your entrepreneurship journey as an artist when you click the link in the description. You'll receive an email welcoming you to my mailing list along with the checklist in 2 different color schemes for you to print or keep digitally. We will go through these checkpoints in more videos here. At the top of the list, I have listed something you likely already have if you are a creative person, and that is a designated studio space. This is where you produce your work. But the second task I suggest you do is set up a designated email for your art business. I prefer Google because of its applications and integrations with other websites. Keeping your personal and business emails separate will make your life so much easier. This way, I'm not sifting through all the other signups I get and accidentally miss a client's email. I have a specific email for all the websites and applications I log into. Any subscriptions I need for my business also go through this email. So check out the Start Your Art Business checklist through the link in the description for a preview of the topics I will cover in upcoming videos. You should be leaving this podcast with a few takeaways. Most importantly, shift your mindset from being a starving artist to an entrepreneur. And the 2 things from our checklist: dedicate a studio space for production and set up a designated business email. My next video will be more of an introduction into who I am as an artist and my journey thus far. After that, we will dive into the checklist topics. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on the notifications for Lauren Marie Netka. Stay tuned. See you next week, Friday.